What did you say? Flagpole.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn dirty ape!
No! You're a wizard, Harry.
In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
And I care! What is the deal?
No, do me a favor, Captain. Go fuck yourself.
Language.
Why so serious?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm vengeance.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
What are we ready for? To talk about Loki?
Yeah! Old people and alligators, my two favorite things.
I love alligators. For some reason. Hate snakes, but I love alligators.
Yeah.
It makes complete sense, trust me.
Well, you know, certain, like, snakes eat alligators, so
Well, fuck
there's a
those
reason to be
snakes.
afraid of them. Yeah.
I'll feed those snakes to an alligator. I will kill the snake and then let the alligator eat it. Speaking of
You
alligator,
know, in, like, Louisiana, if you...
I was gonna say we
What?
got that we got the I have an alligator in my bathtub merch dropping soon. Maybe if people are interested.
Get it? Yeah, be interested.
Yeah,
Now.
you
Tell
want that
me-
shirt? People will feel
you type-
threatened.
Yeah. And you'll probably have people like, I don't know, animal control come up to you and be like, do you actually have an alligator in your bathtub?
Yeah.
And then you get to be like, no, I don't. And then they come to your house and they kick you out because it turns out you actually have an alligator in your bath.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if we could legally sell that shirt, but pretty sure we could.
You know, legality. What's the worst thing that could happen?
We're just expressing our right to,
Yeah.
I don't know, bear arms. An alligator is kind of like a gun that you can pet.
Yeah.
That's what Bill Burr said about pit bulls before. He's like, they're guns you can pet.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, Loki.
Yeah. Loki had my favorite character in it.
We're just gonna say spoilers right now, so if you haven't seen the finale, go watch the finale. If you haven't seen Loki, go watch Loki, because we're not worried about spoilers.
Here's the only part of non-spoilers you get. Now be careful, it's sort of a spoiler. Loki is in the show. I know, that's kind of a, you know, kind of spoilerish, but not really. So now it's full spoilers. Be ready.
Okay, so do you want to just talk about the finale first, or do you want to try to break this full season down?
We can work back. Well, let's work forward.
Forward, so you want to start at episode 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're back. 2012. What happened in 2012?
Well, the Avengers were taking Loki to... They were about to imprison him back in Asgard, but something made the Hulk angry. It's when Captain America, Iron Man, and Ant-Man went back in time. Something happened. The Hulk had to take the stairs. He got angry, and Loki ends up with the Tesseract. And that just... The TVA says, no, that's not okay. And Loki gets transported... Well, the TVA find him, and then he gets transported to the TVA, which is outside of time or something.
Yeah. And then it's like, they give Loki a list. It's like, here's everything you've ever said. Do you agree to this? He's like, what? And then the guy just prints off another thing. He's like, here you go.
Yeah.
And then he's going through the machine and it said, this machine scans you to make sure you're not like an android. Well, what happens if I am? You like explode or something like that. And he's like, well, what if I am? And I just don't know. I don't know why I found that so funny.
Yeah, so that's weird. Yeah, okay, because this Loki, this is technically 2012 Loki, so even though Thanos has already killed him, he's not aware that Thanos kills him until he finds out later in the first episode.
Yeah, you know how Loki has like, I don't know, what is it? Like 2 movies of progression or something like that, where it's like it works on his character and it's like, you know what, maybe I'm not such an awful guy. Yeah, you lose all of that with this one. He's just a conniving little snake. All he is a snake.
Yeah, he's talking to Mobius. He's like, do you really think I would stab you in the back? And Mobius is just like, I've seen you stab people in the back literally countless of times. I've seen you literally stab people in the back countless times. It's interesting that Mobius was the first one that took the friendship angle with Loki. He didn't get outraged with him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like that how the
I don't know why.
recap for the finale went back to that. They were like, Thor and Odin were enraged by you. So, like, I don't know. Never really thought about that.
And I don't know, in that first episode, was it the first or second episode? I guess the first episode we get introduced to everything. In the second episode, it's more of Mobius and Loki kind of sitting down and talking, isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, well, the first episode is basically he tries to escape, but, you know, he can't because he doesn't know how in the world he's supposed to escape. His magic doesn't work in the TVA, and his magic doesn't work, and the Infinity Stones don't work, which was a shock to him. And if you remember, he grabs the Time Stone. That was the first Infinity Stone he grabbed. And there was a theory, like an episode, was it episode 3 or 4, where they were on the moon that was being destroyed? Or the planet.
I think it got destroyed at the beginning of 4.
Okay, well, like you saw Loki like shooting out green blasts and stuff like that, and everybody was saying, "Oh, he has the Time Stone," but it turns out it's just Loki's like, "Nah, remember I have these powers." And everybody said, "No, we've never seen you use those before." He's like, "Surprise, I have them. I can shoot green blasts."
I thought you didn't figure that out until Sylvie, though, because he's like, whoa, you can enchant and shoot blasts and stuff, and you can do all this stuff that I can't, and she's like, you can do it, you idiot. Just do it.
No, I don't think she told him that. I think old Loki was the one who told him that. Because, remember, because Sylvie would have known how to, like duplicate herself and things of that sort, if that was the case. But she didn't know how to do any of that. She just knew how to enchant.
Yeah, because when they were enchanting the cloud, this was episode 5, when they were enchanting the cloud, and old Loki started like making all the what's the word?
The giant Asgard.
Yeah, he just started building
a hologram almost,
making a mirage of buildings or whatever. And they're both like, we're stronger than we think.
Yeah. Which old Loki was awesome, by the way. He was like, man, that'd be kind of cool to get a little what if, or like a little spin-off series, maybe like an animated series of what happened to him while he was on that planet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we need a Loki alligator show as well.
Yeah, well, no, he's just with the alligator Loki, just carrying him around.
Alligator Loki needs to be in everything.
Yeah, he needs to be the new Loki. That Tom Hiddleston, you're out. Alligator Loki, you're in.
Definitely.
But like, I liked how in episode 2, Loki went through all the TVA files and whatnot, and he saw like his mother get killed by the Dark Elves, trying to protect Jane Foster. He saw him and Thor bonding in the elevator in Ragnarok. He saw Odin die in Ragnarok, and how he told Loki and Thor both that like he loved them or he was proud of them or something. I don't remember. And then he saw himself die to Thanos' hand. And man, you could tell he was pissed when he saw himself die. He was not happy about that.
He was like, no.
Which, I mean, you wouldn't be happy that you died, but at the same time, he betrayed his brother and his whole like race or people and family and whatnot, just to die by the guy who he did it all for.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm going to
So-
betray Thanos now. Like, why? Why did you do all this other stuff?
Mm-hmm. What did you think about the judge lady? What was her name?
The judge lady.
Judge Renslayer?
Yeah, the main lady.
Renslayer, I
Yeah,
think?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I hated her. I just wanted her to die.
I liked her, but oh no, I mean I liked her. She was a good villain. Like she made me hate her, but I liked her like overall. Like as a like actress and all that.
Yeah.
Like she did a good job making me hate her.
Yeah, she was.
But the TVA is like, yo, Loki, what up, my man? And Loki said, what's going on? They said, there's another one of you killing ones of us. And he said, ha, I'm smarter and better than them. Of course you'll recruit the best Loki. And they're like, no, you're kind of cannon fodder because, you know, you two think the same. So you're just going to kind of like lead us to him. And then we might help you. We don't really care though. And he's like, that kind of sucks, but I'll do it anyways. So he does it. And that brings us to what character does that lead us to?
Sylvie, aka Loki.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I like Sylvie. Sylvie's if Tom Hiddleston was to say that he doesn't want to like be Loki anymore, bring Sylvie in and just have her be the main Loki of the main universe. That'd be pretty fucking cool. I'd be happy with that. I liked her.
Yeah, but as long as Tom
Let me guess, you hated
wants
her?
to stay. No. I love Tom though.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I don't know why, but it was like, it seemed like, you know how he was like towards the end of Ragnarok and at the beginning of Endgame or Infinity War?
Yeah.
It seemed like at the end of the series, that's exactly where he was again. Like that's how much he like progressed as a person in a short amount of time.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Because yeah, he threw down his blade. Well, we'll get there. But like, yeah, we get introduced to Sylvie, who is a badass, and
She
then
was
we get
taken
like
when
the
she
most
was
boring episode
3.
Yeah. Yeah, who dares take a child? Weirdos. Only a weird, corrupt individual would take a child from their home world or home timeline to bring them back and use them like as a trophy. Who would do such a thing? Jeez. Get it?
They
Because-
didn't really use her as a trophy though. They just kind of took her out the timeline. I know you're making
Well,
parallels
they
to-
didn't really use Loki as...
I know you're making parallels to Thanos right now.
No.
No?
This is
Are
making
you not?
parallels to Odin.
Oh yeah, well,
Odin.
yeah, they took him for the
Because he took
Frost
Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, which, I mean, Sylvie apparently knew she was adopted. Loki didn't. Our Loki didn't. And he's just like, what the hell? Why did everybody else know but me? Like, literally, I knew, but I didn't know. What the fuck? That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
Thanos
yeah,
did that too
Sylvie's
with
like,
Gamora,
"You're
though.
an idiot."
So apparently, a lot of fathers do this in the MCU.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hate to see where Tony Stark got Morgan from. Jeez.
Do you
Or
want to talk?
Hawkeye got his daughter.
Do you want to talk about that cross promotional thing with the Deadpool? Well, not cross promotional anymore, but with Deadpool and Korg, real quick.
Oh, yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, you sent me this link to this YouTube video, and I was like, what is this? And so I clicked it, and then I see it's like Deadpool reacts. I'm like, oh, this is going to be funny. And then I see Korg in the thumbnail, and I'm like, what? But it's how do you say his stupid name? Taika Waititi
Yeah.
and
Taika-
Ryan Reynolds are in a movie together called Free Guy? Is that what it's called?
I saw a commercial for that before, or a trailer
Yeah.
for that before Black Widow.
And yeah, it was he was Taika Waititi was Korg, and Deadpool, well, or Ryan Reynolds was dressed up as Deadpool, and they did like a little reaction trailer to it, and Deadpool was just so mean to Korg the entire time. And Deadpool's like, "So Korg, how do you get into the MCU?" And Korg says, "Well,
follow your dreams.
you have a dream.
Let them fall apart.
Yeah.
Watch them fall apart."
Yeah, he said, you have a big dream, and you build on that dream, and you chase that dream, and you chase that dream to the top of the mountain, and then you fall off that mountain, and then you give up on your dream when you're at rock bottom. Then you check your email, and then maybe Disney have sent you something by then, and Deadpool just says, "Oh, okay." It just ends. But that was pretty funny. I like how Ryan Reynolds also, or Deadpool says, he's like, "Wow, because that movie isn't that a Fox production?"
I think so.
No, yeah, because he says he's like, "This looks like an end of the road Fox production or something." And as if you don't know, Disney bought Fox, and so it's like he's just pointing out that Disney's probably just releasing this just because it's like, well, it was already here, so let's just throw it out there. I guarantee you Fox saw an opportunity to try to capitalize off Ryan Reynolds' name, so they just took it, and then they just made a terrible movie.
Yep.
So
that's what it sounds like.
That was pretty good.
Like. Yeah, so that was technically...
The movie seems awful.
So technically that was Deadpool's first MCU appearance.
Yeah.
I like this. I like to think that's what Deadpool actually does in his free time. Like when he doesn't got any bad guys to be fighting, he's just like, "Yeah, let's watch some trailers." Yeah,
he was talking bad about YouTube's ad revenue. He's like 33 cents per view bullshit. Which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was on Ryan Reynolds' official YouTube channel too. So.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds has also just joined TikTok. So if you have a TikTok, go follow Ryan Reynolds on TikTok. I don't know if he's posted anything or not, but it's at Varsity Reynolds. I'm pretty sure all his other social media handles are.
Does Tom Hiddleston have a TikTok?
I have no idea.
Oh well, he has a show.
I just randomly saw Ryan Reynolds. So. Yeah, he has a show in the MCU.
I'm ready for Deadpool 3, though. Curious to see what Disney will do.
Yeah. I bet they won't change a whole lot, honestly.
I want to see a Deadpool and
Spider-Man on Disney Plus.
I want to see a Deadpool and Spider-Man movie, so bad, but I don't know if they'll do it because, you kind of got to keep it rated R for Deadpool, and that would just take some kids out, probably.
Well, literally, you could just do, give him, I think you're allowed, one fuck in a PG-13. Yeah. You say that, I just outright say it.
One F-bomb?
You're allowed one F-bomb in one F-bomb in a PG-13 movie. So you could just give Deadpool that one, and then, to have the rest of the movie, just literally have the movie build up to that one. Have bleep out everything else he says, and he'd just be like, "What the hell? I thought I was allowed one." And then at the very end, give him just the one. And it'd be and have him react to it in a way "Oh no, you gotta be," and just keep bleeping it. He's like, "I didn't want to use it on that. Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
But I think that'd be pretty funny.
Be great to see.
You won't get a Spider-Man and Deadpool movie though, sadly.
Yeah.
Because Sony. I don't know why. It seems like it's more beneficial for Sony to just let Kevin Feige control their monster universe over there. Have him help them. Obviously, you can't keep them from making it. But if you want to fold it into the MCU, you got to get with the guy who's been on this stuff since day one. There's a reason. I saw a meme the other day. It was a Simpsons meme, and it said, it said how to build a movie universe, and it was like a playground or a jungle gym or something like that, and it showed the MCU, and then it showed the DC universe. It said, "What the hell? Mine doesn't look like that." And it's all like all destroyed and stuff. It was pretty funny, but yeah, it's like, can you think of any other cinematic universe that actually works? That has actually worked so far?
Not one. No. Can't.
I mean, the only one I can really think of is the Godzilla one, the MonsterVerse. But
yeah,
it's kind of unfair
it's
because
not
it's
nearly
literally
as
just
extensive.
no. It's two characters. It's Godzilla and King Kong.
Yeah, exactly. It's not nearly as extensive. It hasn't gone as long, and it doesn't have as many characters either.
We have the family universe.
Oh yeah, Fast and Furious. Everyone said F9 sucked though.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
all about the family.
And the money.
It's all about the family. Oh yeah, and the money. We forgot about that. To be fair, those movies haven't been good ever, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think they have either.
I liked the first one because it was like semi-realistic cars and drag racing and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But then they just went absolutely insane. Like, Vin Diesel literally stomps and a parking garage collapses.
Oh my god! Yeah,
How
you know
can you
who
justify
always
that?
wins in the street fight? The street, and then he breaks the street.
The street.
What? He just punched it. I'm like, since when
The
is Vin Diesel the Incredible freaking Hulk? What the hell?
Yeah, it's so dumb because the last Fast and Furious movie I remember ever watching was
That was 7 where that
was
happened.
Fast and Furious 6. Yeah, I've never seen 7, so that was 6.
But you-
I've just seen that meme.
Okay. I think it was. It might have.
So
yeah,
I have no
si-
idea what happened.
6 was the one with the plane. Like they ended with the plane. I don't remember what happened, but I remember there was a plane.
Yeah.
And some ridiculous stuff happened.
Wait, which one did they jump a car from a building to a building?
That was 7.
Was that 7?
Yeah, the skyscraper thing.
Yeah. Okay, then I have seen bits and pieces of 7, but I've never seen the full thing.
Yeah, in 8 they like.
I don't know.
In 8, I think they drive on like literally a frozen lake. Like I think they drive on a frozen lake, or something.
Yeah, so I know 9 they go out in space. So
Yeah, I've heard that too. Oh
what's
my
next?
God.
Driving on the sun?
Yeah, dude, driving
Yeah.
through the sun, just blowing the sun up and
yeah.
living through it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, guess what, guys? The family is on the sun. We got to go rescue them. It's like, Dom, they would all be dead. He's like, we'll crack open a Corona, guys, because it's family, and we don't leave family behind. Do you know if Hobbs and Shaw was any good?
I remember seeing it. I don't remember much about it.
Oh, God.
I know Ryan Reynolds was in it for like 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. The Rock and Jason Statham's like banter was fine, but the actual I don't know. Those movies don't have substance. Like that's the thing.
It's all action set pieces.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all that and quippy lines. I'm like, there's no depth. There's like no emotional attachment. Nothing like that.
It was. I think it was Fast and the Furious. People keep pointing this out. You remember? I think it was Fast and Furious 6, where they're all in the backyard and they're having like a little cookout, and The Rock comes in, and Tyrese, isn't that his name?
Yeah, Tyrese Gibson.
Yeah, Tyrese says he's like, "Oh, you better hide the baby oil," and The Rock says, "Well, you better hide that big ass forehead." And Ludacris like spits his drink out and stuff. Like that was not scripted, and people are like, "Oh my god, that's one of the best things in anything history." It's like, yeah, that's kind of funny, but you know how many jokes like that supposedly was in that movie that they edited out because they just weren't funny at all. Not the actor's fault, because I mean, apparently they just let them improvise so often when none of those guys are comedy actors. Do you know any of them from a comedy?
Me and The Rock's been in quite a few comedies, but other than him, no.
Well, okay, the Rock's the exception because he's just a good overall actor. Like he can do just about anything. But like if you have a Bill Burr in a movie, or you have a the
Bill
guy
Burr is hilarious.
you have
Wait, Patton Oswalt.
he is Patton Oswalt, or you have the guy who played Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad. Oh my gosh.
Is he a comedic actor?
I can't. Yeah, he's a comedic actor.
I don't know.
He starred in Nobody. That's that
Oh
rip
yeah,
off John Wick film.
we need to watch that. It's from the dude that made John Wick, isn't it? One of them.
I think, yeah. I think his name's Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you have somebody like that in your movie, and you want to tell them, ad lib a couple times, we'll see if any of them's good. That's okay. But when you have Vin Diesel, or you have, I mean, I don't know anything else Tyrese Gibson's been in. Do you?
No, not at all, dude.
When you have people like that, like you can't just.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like Anthony Jeselnik in a scene like this, and what kind of fucked up shit he would say. Like, hey, Jeselnik, you can improvise. He's like, okay. And he just starts talking about dead babies.
I was literally about to say, it would be like, well, it's just going to have something to do with dead babies, so.
Dude, he is so freaking funny.
Yeah. Anyways, we're talking about Loki. Oh, God.
Hey,
I don't know. What else?
Yeah, I don't know where we were. Fucking,
I was talking about Spider-Man. That's what it was.
Yeah?
Like if Spider-Man wants to make their Sinister, if Sony wants to make their Sinister Six, that's fine. Just, like, let Marvel have a hand in it, or at least Kevin Feige have a hand in it.
Dude,
like, obviously do what you want to do, but if he adds some input, like, listen to it.
Is the new Spider-Man movie still December? Because there's still not a trailer.
I don't know.
It still says December 17th.
Apparently a toy released of his new suit. And it looks like it's like Doctor Strange inspired or something.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. He's like shooting Doctor Strange blasts or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. But whatever. But yeah. What was your thoughts on episode 3? I don't remember anything about it.
I don't remember really anything either. It's just Loki and Sylvie spending the entire episode together and basically getting to know stuff about each other. That's all that episode was.
Yeah, and to the people who cheer on that enter that relationship between them, one, it's weird. Don't matter what you say.
So how did
really
you
fucking weird.
How did you feel when they kissed?
I mean, I forgot that they were the same person, so I was like happy, and then I was like, "Oh God, no, that's actually gross. That's not gross. It's just weird."
I was about to say, is it gross though?
No, it's not gross. It's just weird.
Yeah, kinda, I guess.
Like he literally fell in love
with
himself. Imagine looking at imagine drawing a wig on your mirror, okay? And then looking at yourself in the mirror and then falling in love with yourself.
But they still didn't.
That's so weird.
They didn't have all the same beliefs and they didn't have the exact same life or anything like that, though. So they are the same person, but at the same time, they aren't the same person.
Well, think about it. The only differences they have
is gender.
Well, gender and I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, and I'm sure Sylvie would think the exact same way if she wasn't taken from Asgard as a child. Because remember, she grew up on the run. Loki grew up in Asgard.
Exactly. Which makes them
different. I want to know. Yeah, I want to know what happened to Sylvie's Thor.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Maybe it's Jane Foster. Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
She gets cancer, doesn't she? And then
Who?
Thor's like, yo, Jane, since I still got a hard on for you, I'm gonna give you the powers of Thor. I'm gonna craft you an entirely new Mjolnir. You don't have to be worthy to wield it, just so you can be cured of cancer. That's like
I
what's
thought
gonna happen.
she was worthy.
I think she had cancer.
Oh, no, I'm saying I think you're right, but I thought that she was worthy to wield it, and that's why he gave her. Because remember, like in the comic things, I always see that Thor does have an alter ego. It's Donald Blake. Like it's
that was in the first Thor.
It's always it's always Donald Blake. Like he isn't just Thor at all times. He's Donald Blake. So I think he gave up the mantle of Thor to Jane Foster and was just Donald Blake. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe they were both Thor at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care to look into it. Who cares?
We'll see what the
It's
MCU
probably gonna
does
be a
with
good
that
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the MCU is going to be different anyways. So
Yes.
I saw some theories about how Kid Loki killed Thor.
How Loki? Oh, how Kid Loki?
Did you see the? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the look on Loki's face when Kid Loki said, "I killed Thor"?
Yeah, he was like, "What?"
Yeah, he was like, it was almost like
astonished.
devastated in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird. Episode 4 though, things kind of started picking up. They started picking up kind of heavy because Loki and Sylvie's like, "Oh, I love you so much. Oh, I love you too."
Oh,
And Mobius is
episode 3 was also where they found out the kind of the information that would drive the rest of the season, which was everyone working for the TVA is a variant, and they aren't aware that they are variants.
Yeah. So Mobius finds them, brings them back, and then he's like, "You betrayed me, Loki." And Loki's like, "No, but I didn't betray you. You're a variant. You're a variant, Mobius." And he's like,
Do
"No,
that.
I'm not."
Do that. Do that Patrick Wilson impression again.
Patrick
Or
Wilson.
not Owen Wilson. God, who is Patrick Wilson?
Patrick Wilson, I'm pretty sure, is like a country, or he plays in like westerns or something. Oh no, Patrick Wilson is the dude in oh my gosh, The Conjuring. I'm pretty sure.
Is that Patrick Wilson?
Yeah, that's Patrick Wilson, the dude in The Conjuring.
I love him.
Yeah,
Like Owen
I was
Wilson as
thinking-
well, though.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking country. I don't know why it's a country artist. Golly.
Do that Owen Wilson impression again.
I don't even remember how I did it, but I'll go for it. "You betrayed me, Loki! How dare you!" Ah! And then Mobius turned into the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. Wow. Wow, Loki.
What's his catchphrase as Lightning McQueen? Ka-chow? Ka-chow.
Yeah, he just comes through the portal and you just hear, "Wow, Loki, wow." And then when he finally stands up to Judge Renslayer, he's just like, "I'm out. Ka-chow!" And then he just disintegrates.
My work here is done. I gotta go win the... What was that race called in Cars? I need to rewatch Cars.
The Piston Cup.
Yeah, I need to go win the Piston Cup, Loki.
Yeah.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow!
I
But,
watched an interview with him the other day. It was on Jimmy Fallon. He's like, I'm not even sure my kids believe that I'm Lightning McQueen. Every time I bring it up, they're just like, "Okay, let's let Dad have his fun. Pretend that he's this car."
I think it was The Rock. The Rock was trying to convince his daughter that he's the big guy in Moana. I think that's what it was. I think I saw that on his Instagram or something. Because she loves the movie Moana. And he said it was completely by accident. He's like, my wife just, I guess, turned it on or something. And she fell in love with the songs. Well, of course, The Rock's song, I don't remember what it was. But
If
she
you
loved
smell. It was just his WWE theme song.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was that simple. It's just like you just Moana's walking down the beach, and she said, "You know what I think?" And then the big guy turns to her, "It doesn't matter what you think." Or like that one time when Stephanie McMahon said something in the middle of the ring, and The Rock just looks up and he's, "Shut up, bitch!"
I will kick a candy ass all around this fucking ring.
Yeah,
I will lay the smack down.
Man, old school wrestling was so much fun.
Oh my god, dude! I know. We just need
Like,
to watch. We just need to watch a bunch of like Attitude Era clips one week, and then just do an episode on that.
You know what else we need to watch? Because I forgot it was good.
What?
Old clips of Impact.
Oh yeah, like when
Before Jeff Hardy came back. Well, not that he ruined it, but like everything kind of before that, they were working with like kind of lower tier, what would be considered lower tier talent.
Yeah, and Sting and Kurt Angle and all them are there.
Yeah.
Samoa
You know,
Joe.
you had your main eventers, but for the most part, everybody else was considered, a no name.
Yeah, like
And,
what was that one tag team? I like them. The Motor City Machine Guns, whatever they were. I like those guys.
Yeah, you remember Beer Money?
Yeah.
Yeah, they rode around on that little scooter cooler. That was pretty cool.
Beer Money.
But yeah, they had a clip, and this was probably before either of us started watching. But Kevin Nash wanted to join the X Division, which, do you remember the X Division was like the cruiserweights? And they're like giving Kevin Nash some pointers and stuff, and he just goes in the ring, and he's like in an X Division match, and he goes for a grapple, and then he like pushes the guy and says, "Forget this," and he just lifts up his leg and does the big boot, and then covers the guy. And all the X Division talent come down there. They're like, "What are you doing?" And Kevin Nash is like, "Sorry, I just can't."
Dude, do you remember that thing that Impact used to do? It was almost like a deal or no deal type thing where they just had like 4 different suitcases or something, and like they had to pick one, or I don't know. It was like a Money in the Bank / deal or no deal type thing, and I'm like, this is so like they could have.
Was it on all 4 corners of the ring?
Yeah, something like that. And it could have been like a title for the TNA title or the X Division title.
Yeah. That was, I don't know. Impact was like, TNA had some like good moments, but man, they got ruined by just poor mismanagement.
Yeah.
They let too many guys like
AJ
as much
Styles?
as well, not that's not what I mean. I mean, they let too many guys like Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff come in and run the show.
Oh.
And it kind of just ruined them.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say they let too many guys like AJ Styles go.
Yeah. Well, you remember Bully Ray, like the Bubba Ray Dudley storyline. Well, remember when he was Bully Ray?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you remember or not, but that was a good heel run.
Yeah, the Aces and Eights thing.
Yeah, and then remember was it the Main Event Mafia that was against them or something, or did they turn into the Main Event Mafia or something?
I think that was a completely different thing, like from.
Well, I was watching some clips. I've been watching random Impact clips, and apparently, every single person. It was just like the NWO. Everybody was in the Aces and Eights.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody was in the Main Event Mafia. There was like 2 baby faces.
Yeah, literally everyone was in the Main Event Mafia.
Yeah, I was like confused because it said Main Event Mafia takes on so and so.
What was that
and
one?
Then,
they tried that other thing like Fortune or something, which was basically just their rip-off 4 Horsemen, and it was like Ric Flair and AJ Styles and I don't know, a bunch of other
yeah. It was Ric Flair, AJ Styles. I think it was Samoa Joe was in it, and one other person. I don't know. I liked Fortune or some. Yeah, it was Fortune. I liked that kind of because you had Ric Flair, you had the young up and comer, which was like, I don't think it was their version of the 4 Horsemen. I think it was their version of Evolution.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you had your old talent, Ric Flair. You had your young up and comer, AJ Styles. You had like Muscle. I don't know who it was, but it was like Batista. And then you had your seasoned individual, not as old as the old guy, but he was in it too, which would have been Triple H. I don't know.
Yeah.
Impact used to be good.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to talk about wrestling one of these weeks because we get off
Yeah.
on this tangent all the freaking time.
Yeah, just wait. Football's coming later. Don't worry.
Yeah, guys. I hope your football fans are. See, this is good. We don't have a fan base yet. So if you like wrestling, if you like football, if you like comic book shit, subscribe for any of it.
We both like music too, but our taste in music are, well, you sort of like one genre in particular.
Yeah,
Am I wrong in saying that?
I mean, hip hop and like alternative rock are my main two. I don't really go outside of those. Or, well, I mean, I like classic rock too. Outside of hip hop and rock, not really though. Like, I don't listen to a lot of pop.
Yeah, see, I listen to a lot of pop. I listen to a lot of folk country. I listen to a lot of random weird stuff.
Dude, I was listening to Toby.
This is a good song.
I was listening to Toby Keith the other day, and I'm like, dude, he's low key got bars.
Oh, was it courtesy of the Red
Yes.
Yeah, my daddy.
That song is so good.
I guess I can't. Yeah,
buddy. Let the flag out in your yard till the day they died. I was like, yeah, Toby, you're getting into it.
Yeah.
That also, Toby Keith is also just really nostalgic to me because my dad listened to him a lot, and I listened to him a lot when I was a kid.
You know what Toby Keith was in also?
What?
Impact Wrestling.
Was he? What?
Yeah, he competed in a match.
No, he didn't.
I swear to God.
What?
Yeah, you can put an image on the screen right now of Toby Keith. Like he wore a white do-rag and he wrestled in Impact for a little bit. Or I don't know if he wrestled per se, but he was in Impact at least. He was there.
Okay, I jotted that down in my notes. I'm putting an image of Toby Keith in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, you might have to just play a little clip of it, but
okay, we need to get
it was.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Okay, back to Loki.
It comes up.
God. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. Like I saw that, and I was.
The first thing that comes up on YouTube is Toby Keith gets revenge on Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, he breaks Jeff Jarrett's guitar over him.
Oh my god!
Which, by the way, I think Jeff Jarrett's. I don't know who came first, Jeff Jarrett or the Honky Tonk Man, but I feel like they're just ripoffs of each other.
I think the Honky Man, the Honky Tonk Man came first. I'm not sure though.
To be fair, though, the Honky Tonk Man is literally just a ripoff of Elvis. Dude, I liked Jeff Jarrett, though. Don't get me wrong.
How was it that like Chris?
I liked him as a
out of all the people that like feuded with China. You remember when China was like feuding for the Intercontinental Championship a lot?
Yeah.
How is Chris Jericho the only one that just like didn't look ridiculous feuding with that?
Dude, if you go back,
she made everyone else look. She made everyone else just look like a bitch, but like Chris Jericho, like I don't know, it didn't ruin him or anything.
No, if you like wrestling and you like old school wrestling, go back, look up China versus Chris Jericho, and I think it was on a Friday Night SmackDown. Dude, her and Chris Jericho left it all out there. It was such a good match. If I'm not mistaken, it was on. Oh, here's some real nostalgia. You remember that Best of SmackDown DVD?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, it was on that, I'm pretty sure. Chris Jericho versus China for the Intercontinental Championship. God, I used to love those wrestling DVDs.
Me too. I still have like all mine at my dad's.
Yeah, I have all mine put up somewhere. I need to go get them and rewatch them all.
Okay, we need to get back
Jeff
to
Hardy,
Loki.
My Life, My Rules.
Oh yeah,
oh.
That was the biggest deal when it came out.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Loki.
Oh god.
Let's see. We were in episode 4 where the planet got destroyed. Loki and Sylvie get held hostage, I guess, by the timekeepers, or by the TVA,
Yep. Loki tells Mobius about their fate.
You're all variants. Yeah.
Well, first he gets sent into this time loop that just seemed torturous of him getting kneed in the nuts and punched in the face repeatedly.
Yeah. Slap across the face and a knee to the groin by Lady. What was her name?
I was hoping you knew. You knew a few weeks
Lady. I know. Lady Silk. Lady
Sith?
Sylv.
Sith?
Sith. Yeah, there you go. Lady Sith. But anyways, yeah, that's like out of all the people in Asgard I don't want to get kneed in the nuts by, it would be Valkyrie and then her. So, yeah.
Oh, you don't want to get you don't want to get kneed in the nuts by Tessa Thompson?
I do, but not as Valkyrie. I don't, because Valkyrie could make my testicles explode just by looking at them in more than one way. Ew, got him.
Yeah, you didn't have to say that part. It was already.
Well, I said it anyways. But yeah, that was like a hell dimension almost. It's almost like the Dormammu. I've come to bargain. It's like
yeah, exactly.
It's like, please.
He was stuck in a time
loop. Will you stop?
God, that was way worse. I don't know. I mean, Doctor Strange died repeatedly, but that was his choice. He was more torturing than Dormammu with having to kill him.
Yeah. I wonder how long Doctor Strange did that.
I don't know. I need to watch Doctor Strange again. I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen Doctor Strange since theaters.
Yeah, I was rewatching all of the MCU movies, and I'm currently stuck in the middle of Black Panther because, man, after Killmonger shows up and then he kills Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
After he kills Chadwick Boseman, it just kind of drags. I'm just like,
no, that movie. It's not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie, but oh my god, it was so overhyped.
Yeah. I mean, if all that time was just spent with Killmonger and then Chadwick Boseman shows back up, I wouldn't have any complaints. But
yeah, I think Killmonger and Claw were the best parts of that movie. I always want to say Scar for some reason. I'm like, that's Lion King. Why am I wanting to say Scar? I think it's because his face is scarred up.
And I think, didn't Andy Serkis voice Scar in the Lion King remake?
Did he? I wouldn't be surprised.
I think he did. But yeah, so Loki got stuck in a time loop, and what happened then? What happened to our lovely Sylvie?
What did happen to Sylvie? She was basically just being held prisoner because Mobius comes and gets Loki back, and he's like, "You ready to talk?" And Loki's like, "Yeah, get me out of here." And then they're basically like, he's trying to tell Loki that Sylvie is dead, and Loki gets pissed at that, gets pretty upset, and he tells Mobius that they are all variants. Mobius is pretty hesitant to take all this information, but part of him obviously believes him because later in the episode he's talking to what's her face? What was her name again? Main villain chick, pretty much. Not the main.
Oh,
main
Judge.
Villain, yeah.
Judge Renslayer.
Talking to her, and he takes her device, and he figures out that what Loki was saying this whole time was true.
Whoa! Hold up, just a second. Hold up. Sorry, I looked up Andy Serkis, and Andy Serkis is apparently in Venom. Let There Be Carnage.
He directed it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he directed it.
Oh wow! I have a lot more want to see that movie now.
Yeah.
Cool.
I could have sworn I told you that. I guess not.
You probably did, but I forgot, to be fair. He was not in The Lion King, but he was in Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle. And he was Baloo, which I'm pretty sure is the bear. So maybe that's why I was thinking of him. How dare I think that Andy Serkis played any type of mo-capped creature ever. Golly, it's not like he made a career off of that. But yeah, he was not in Lion King. So.
Andy Serkis is the mocap legend.
Yeah, I mean, You think about it, he was doing it before it was cool. He did it back in the 2000s, like early 2000s, 2001 and 2002,
Yeah,
during the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the biggest movie stars because of it, so.
He made probably one of the best trilogies ever in the Planet of the Apes trilogies.
God, those movies are so freaking good.
Yeah, and I don't care what anybody says, War. If you look at War of the Planet of the Apes, it looks so realistic. Like, that, get over that. I was watching clips from it the other day. War of the Planet of the Apes looks Rise and Dawn look good.
Dude, even like Rise, that was 2011. So, like, all that was probably done 2010, just, like, beginning of the decade, beginning of last decade. And that...
Yeah.
It still looks good. Like, it holds up.
But you look at War, and there's that one scene where it's, like, raining, and you see the water, like, kind of dripping off of the fur. If you see, like, somebody get water in their hair, and it kind of, see it kind of, like... It's literally that all over his body with the fur.
It's scary how realistic it looks.
It literally looks like a real... chimp, like, or a real ape. But yeah, so Judge Renslayer is stuck in a room, like you said, with Sylvie, but we forgot Sylvie enchanted 2 of the guards.
Dude, I always forget the main guard's name.
It's like D20 or something like that, or D18 or D8 or something like that. I cannot remember.
Yeah, I can't either.
But she enchanted that one guard in the Roxxon building, which caused her to quote unquote go insane. That's what they kept saying. Hunter B-15 is the name.
Okay.
Hunter B-15. And so I just looked up the show Loki, and it says Mark Ruffalo is in it. Yeah, he was, I guess, technically.
Because of the flashback scene in the first episode?
Yeah. And then it says Crossbones is in it, but I don't remember seeing Crossbones at all.
I don't either.
So, anyways. Yeah, but she enchants that one guard, says she goes crazy. The Judge Renslayer says she went crazy, and they killed her. They pruned her, I guess. Well, Hunter B-15 gets a hold of Sylvie or something because she's going to prune her, and she takes her back to the Roxxon place, and she enchants her, and she shows her the truth. Shows her the truth about everything, how everything is a lie. Well, they go back to the TVA, and they break in, see Mobius and Loki, and they're like, "Oh my God, what's up, guys?" And they're like, "Whoa!" And then Mobius gets jabbed, he gets pruned, and then they capture Renslayer and get her to take them to the Guardians, or the Timekeepers. So they get to the Timekeepers finally. It's Sylvie, Loki, and Renslayer. And they find out they're all androids. Somebody is pulling the strings. Somebody is playing the Wizard of Oz right now. And who is it, though? We don't know. Well, I was hoping they would go a different direction, but they went the safe direction, which was the one everybody expected them to go. And so Loki is about to confess his love to Sylvie, and Renslayer prunes him. And Loki wakes up, and he is met by boastful Loki, old Loki, or classic Loki, kid Loki, and alligator Loki.
Alligator Loki.
Alligator Loki. And,
yeah, that scene where she enchants B-15 was pretty emotional, though, honestly. Because she's like, "I looked happy." I was like, damn.
Yeah, it doesn't show her life at all, does it? It just shows her start crying.
Yeah, it just shows her start crying.
Yeah. You can see how sad Sylvie is, too. I don't know. I feel like that has to take a toll on you when you enchant somebody like that whose whole life has been a lie.
Yeah, I would assume so.
But, so now they're in the void. Loki is now in the void. Where's all the pruned people and timelines go to get ate by this thing called, what was it called? Alathon?
Eliath.
Goliath. Jeez. Goliath.
Alathon.
Yeah, Alathon. Good old Alathon.
What's the thing in Lord of the Rings? What's the all-seeing guy called?
What?
I don't know. I thought it had a similar name to that.
Oh, Sauron.
Sauron. Okay, no, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we should totally watch the extended editions of Lord of the Rings. See if anybody's interested in those. I've already seen the first one, so I'm one on you.
Hey,
and I remember it pretty well.
I need to watch them anyway, so we can do that sometime.
They're really fucking good. Like I kid you not, it doesn't actually feel like. Just make sure you have 2 drinks probably, and something small to snack on, and it won't feel like a drag.
Okay, I'll be sure of that.
Yeah, it's beautiful cinematography though.
I bet. Speaking of Andy Serkis.
Yeah. You don't see him. You don't see him a lot towards the like. I don't know, a little over half of the movie's gone, and then you start seeing Golem follow the Fellowship, but still good nonetheless. So Loki gets pruned, and what was that thing's name again? I already forgot. Goliath.
He wakes up with a bunch of other Lokis. They're like, "Look, we're at the end of time. Goliath is this monster, this behemoth that can destroy all of us. It can kill us. So we're avoiding that." And Loki, our Loki, is like, "Nah, let's go kill it."
Yeah. And then back with Sylvie and Renslayer and Miss Minutes are looking for all the records and blah, blah, blah. Well, Renslayer gets one up on Sylvie, and Sylvie just prunes herself. She's just like, fuck it, I'll die. Die for the cause.
Yeah, and then, of course, she meets Owen Wilson. As soon as she gets there, Owen Wilson is in a pizza delivery car. Like, where did they prune a pizza delivery car? Where'd that thing come from?
It was probably from a prune timeline.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And but that's funny though. They should have gave him a little red race car. That would have been hilarious. And he just roll up and be like,
give him a clown car.
Yeah, no, like a little red race car, like he was in Cars.
Yeah, okay, like Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, and he flies up and the door opens and he's like, "Ka-chow, bitch!"
You should really watch who you're getting in the car with.
Yeah,
should be more careful.
Yeah. Owen Wilson's hilarious in this. Mobius he's probably my favorite character. I hope he comes back in some sense in like Doctor Strange or maybe even in the Spider-Man movie. I think all of the upcoming movies are going to be have something to do with time travel, aren't they?
I know Spider-Man and Doctor Strange are for sure.
Isn't Thor going to have something to do with the multiverse?
Maybe.
I
mean, it makes sense.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I wonder if this was their plan the whole time, or if this was something that they decided to do like after they acquired Fox, because they're gonna have so many characters to introduce.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope Marvel takes their time. Like, I don't care to see this whole universe drag out until I'm 70 years old. That's okay with me. Like, just take your time, make good movies.
That's okay with me too. Hopefully DC gets their stuff together, because I would love to see that with DC as well. I mean, we kind of already have because DC's animated stuff does that stuff well, but their live action, they need to step it up in the live action department.
Yeah, I just wish they wouldn't reset their animated universe every 5 years or something, or however long they did it. I guess I want another
freaking animated universe with the shows, because like you just got so much to do when it's TV. Like, you can do so much.
Yeah, you can literally do a whole story, like a whole comic story arc in like 4 episodes.
Yeah,
and then just start another one.
Like, I think that's the thing I love about Superman the animated series so much, is because like that show pretty much, I mean, it's about a lot of things, but the main thing is Darkseid. It's about, like, Darkseid's the main driving force of the plot. Like, the Apocalypse is the overarching story of the series, and, like, Lex is still a big part and everything, but I don't know. You know shit's getting real when Darkseid comes in.
Right. But yeah, Owen Wilson picks up Sylvie. They find all the Lokis, and the plan's like, let's enchant him. Skipped a lot of stuff, I think. I mean, there was a big Loki fight, but it's kind of pointless in talking about. Yeah, so they enchant Eliath, and they go to the very end of time, and they find the timekeeper, who's the timekeeper?
King the Conqueror, which everyone knew.
Yeah. It was kind of predictable, which was kind of sad, but I don't think they called him Kang at all. I think he was just the one who remains or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't think they actually gave him a name, but that is...
Yeah, it was He Who Remains, but this was basically just it's a, what is it, precursor to King? Like, it's King, but it's not... When we see King again, he's going to be different.
It's not the right... Yeah, it's going to be the one...
When he's in Ant-Man, he's going to be, like, look more comic accurate and everything. He's going to have the costume.
Yeah. Yeah, see,
Because
that was the guy.
Once you
saw him,
once you saw the statues, like in the third or fourth episode or whatever, like the timekeepers, one of them looked really close to King, and it's like, yeah, obviously, King is he's the timekeeper.
Yeah, which is whatever, I guess. I mean, everybody saw it coming, but I was really hoping they would try to do something else. You know who we still haven't seen yet, and I kind of want to see? Beta Ray Bill. Oh wait, he he's supposed to be in Love and Thunder, isn't he?
I hope he is. I love Beta Ray Bill. I don't know much about him, but he's a freaking horse that wields a hammer. Come on.
Yeah, what more do you want? We saw Throg. I don't know. Everybody's probably seen it by now, but Throg was in the void and trapped in a jar trying to get Mjolnir. That was kind of funny. But yeah, so Sylvie is trying to kill Kang, and Kang is just like, yeah, you can't kill me. I'm the all-seeing and blah, 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 but I'm going to give you all a choice. You can either, like, work for me, basically, or you can kill me and ruin the entire multiverse. I mean, either way, I win, because, you either do what I want, or another me just comes and takes the place. So it's a win-win for me. And Sylvie sends Loki back to the TVA and kills Kang. But Loki wakes up, or not wakes up, he stops crying, goes and finds Mobius. And what does Mobius say to him?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Or he's just like,
and then Loki looks, and there's a...
Yeah, he says you're an analyst, right? Who are you? Because Loki's spouting off a bunch of, like,
and then Loki
stuff about what's happening. He's like, look, we fucked up.
Yeah. She killed him. Probably. And the camera pans over, and it's a giant thing of Kang, which cannot be good. Because if you know anything about Kang, he's kind of a bitch. So, what are they going to do, Galactus?
I don't know. I don't know if is Kang going to be the next big bad, or is that, like, I don't know. Because Kang, he's powerful enough to be. Yeah,
I don't know, because that wouldn't make... Unless they're going to make this Ant-Man movie... Because the thing is you can't have a big bad beat one movie. Like, if the Guardians of the Galaxy beat... You know what I kind of don't like? The Guardians of the Galaxy beat Ego the Living Planet, who is arguably...
I mean, he's a god.
He was probably more powerful. He was probably more powerful than Thanos.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, at least
he was a
before Thanos
celestial.
had the
He was
Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
The stones.
Yeah. I mean, he was a celestial, which means he was above a god, is what what Ego kept saying.
Yeah.
And the Guardians of the Galaxy beat him by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't...
And the only one that died
which
was
is
Yondu,
fine, I
who
guess.
was the best one. I'm gonna miss Yondu. I love
mean,
Yondu.
I don't know. Yeah, Yondu is pretty good. He's like, is Mary Poppins badass? It's like, yeah, he is. It's like, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I'm Mary
He
Poppins,
may have
y'all.
been your father, boy. He may
But
have
I
been
sure
your
as hell
father,
am
boy,
your
but
daddy.
He wasn't your...
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he got the Ravager funeral. Oh, that made my... That warmed my heart. Poor Yondu got the Ravager funeral.
I love Michael Rooker.
Aren't we supposed to get a Ravengers? Yeah, he's really good. Watch The Walking Dead up until he dies.
Yeah, I know.
He's pretty good in it.
I've heard him on Rosenbaum's podcast, and he's talked about being on Walking Dead, and I'm like, man, I kind of want to watch that just for Michael Rooker. Good old Michael Rooker. I think the first thing I saw Michael Rooker in was Mallrats, of like all things.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see. First thing I probably saw him in. I can't remember. I don't think it was The Walking Dead. I think I'd seen him just before that.
I'm about to look up everything he's been in. Keep talking.
He was in The Walking Dead. Yeah, he was in, of course, Guardians.
He was in Mallrats.
Apparently, he's in Fast 9.
Oh, I know he's in the Suicide Squad.
Jumper.
Wait, when does the Suicide Squad come out?
I don't know. Here soon, I'm pretty sure.
It's like August, I think, right? August 6th.
Yeah.
So like 3 weeks.
I saw him in Jumper. Yeah.
Jumper. Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
He's in Days of Thunder.
Oh, I probably saw him in The Marine too. Ted DiBiase.
Oh, he's in Tombstone? I don't remember him in Tombstone.
He was in CSI Miami.
You said he's in The Marine too. He's in Brightburn. What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wasn't he like the uncle or something in Brightburn?
Don't remember. That movie, like, I don't know. That movie was okay, but it could have been.
Oh no, that was.
Could have been so much better.
That was Matt Jones. Matt Jones was the uncle.
James Gunn was. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know so many Gunns worked on Brightburn. Oh my God, Mark Gunn, Brian Gunn, James Gunn.
Michael Rooker was a guy called the Big T.
Oh yeah. So on Brightburn,
Brightburn.
the producers were James Gunn and Kenneth Hong. I don't know how to pronounce their last name. Screenplay by Mark Gunn and Brian Gunn. And the director was David Yorveski. Like, why didn't a Gunn
and that
just...
film...
At that point, why didn't a Gunn just...
That film was a loaded...
Yeah, it was a loaded gun.
Yeah, it was like a loaded gun to watch because it was not that good.
Yeah, I think the concept was good, but the movie, yeah, not the best.
So what was your overall opinions on Loki? Out of all the Marvel TV shows, where do you rank it after its finale?
I didn't watch
Seeing
WandaVision.
how you've only seen the Falcon and seeing how you did not watch that.
So I haven't seen WandaVision, but I think Loki is far better than Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know. It just feels like there's a less filler. I don't know. It goes by faster to me. The characters are more interesting. Overall, each episode kept my interest more. They also felt shorter. Like a lot of Falcon and Winter Soldier episodes felt really long, kind of. Like a couple of them felt too long.
Yeah, like I would try to watch Loki, and then it was like, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the way through, I would get up real quick to get something to eat, and it felt like by the time I sat back down to finally eat, it's like, oh, the show's over. I'm like, well, what the hell? It's because they just jam-packed so much in such a short amount of time, but it worked. I liked it. There wasn't anything about the show that I disliked. I say Loki's the best, WandaVision's second, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier's third.
Ooh.
But all of them are good. So.
Take that, Falcon Winter Soldier.
I give Loki at least 2 Falcons and the Winter Soldiers.
I give Loki like 2 Loki alligator horns.
Oh wow, that's pretty high. It's basically 100%. If I go to my conversion calculator here, that's 99.3%.
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
Loki is a good show.
Yeah. Wow.
Ready for season 2.
And if I look,
What show is after
yeah,
this? What
which
if?
I didn't know they were doing. Yeah, What If's coming up.
I don't really know if I'm ready for
Yeah.
anything. Like, I'm excited for Moon Knight. Other than that, I don't really know if I'll watch the other Marvel stuff.
Depends on how good everybody says it is.
Yeah.
Like,
What if
I might
seems
do what I
interesting
did
to me?
for WandaVision. Do what?
What if seems interesting to me, but yeah, I'll have to see what they do and how people take it before I check it out, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what I did for just about every Marvel show so far, I let the first like 2 or 3 episodes come out, and then I just waited, and everybody's like, "Oh wow, these are really good," and I was like, "Oh, okay," because I made that mistake. I made watching it all a mistake for Iron Fist, and then I was like, "God, this show is so boring. I hate it." And yeah, I'm not making that mistake again.
Yeah, I didn't watch WandaVision at all. I started watching Falcon and Winter Soldier like right before the 3rd episode, I think, and I watched Loki like as soon as it dropped. So
yeah, I don't know. WandaVision, if you just find yourself bored, want to watch something, I recommend WandaVision still. It's kind of like I wish you could like play it at faster speeds or something, because I was gonna be like, you could totally watch that at like 1.5 times speed, and it'd be perfect. That'd be like a perfect watch for you, because it speeds through everything real quick. I mean, but then again, you could probably just find highlights on YouTube.
yeah.
Just look up Ralph Boner. So, it's the only thing you need to know. Ralph Boner.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. But
So who knows what we'll
I
be
think
talking?
that's it for Loki.
Yeah, who knows what we'll be talking about next time? You should share this podcast wherever you listen to it on. If you're listening to it on YouTube, you should go check it out on Spotify or Apple's podcast or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Share the podcast, download the episode, give us a rating. Help us out, people.
Leave a hate comment if you're on YouTube.
Yeah,
that way.
Say whatever you want. Speak your mind.
Yeah, preferably hate. We only like hate. Come on now. Bring all your hate.
Unless it's directed towards me,
Just
then show love.
Yeah.
Or show hate.
Yeah,
I
bring
don't
all
care.
the hate towards me.
Just help us out with
got a
that
Patreon.
algorithm, okay? Yeah, I do have a Patreon. You guys should go subscribe to it so I can make stuff on it. There's already videos there if you want to check those out. You can also recommend me stuff to make if you're on Patreon. I'll find time to make that. Promise you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're going to talk about The Land Before Time next time.
I don't know about that, but
be ready for that.
We'll see what we talk about next
all
time.
20 Land Before Time movies. That's what we're talking about.
He really just wants you to go listen to Jurassic Park episodes. So how about you do that? Have a good evening. Subscribe to this podcast if you're not, and yes, have a wonderful night or morning.
Bye.